In the 20 years I have been on this earth, this is the first time I have ever had to give a eulogy. And it is such an honor and a privilege to do so for such a beautiful person, both on the inside and the out. The first time I met Monia Bachchan and Gloria Michi was at a prayer meeting. I had tried talking to Monia Bachchan first since he was sitting all alone on the couch. But he seemed very quiet and serious at the time as I conversed with him, so I decided to just leave him alone. However, when I went to speak to Gloria Michi, I noticed there were many people surrounding her. It was as if she was the light in the room and we were all the moths, drawn to her from her amazing personality, her bubbly laugh, and her infectious smile. When Ashu and I had met them that day, we never would have thought, let alone imagined, that we would create such a special bond and friendship that would last a lifetime, full of some of the happiest moments and memories in our lives. Since that prayer meeting, our paths had not crossed. It wasn't until our churches merged when our adventure truly even began. I recognized them immediately at church when they walked in. There was just something about them that I can't quite put my finger on to this day, where I wanted to get to know them. I was simply interested in their story. I approached them when service was over, and I asked them if they remembered me. Gloria Michi vaguely remembered, but Monia Bachchan didn't. He, however, remembered me when Gloria Michi reminded him that I was Commander Jacob Varghese' granddaughter. And it was the first time I saw Monia Bachchan smile so big. My love for the senior citizens at our church started to grow because of Monia Bachchan and Gloria Michi. When it came to making friends, it was very difficult for me. But Monia Bachchan and Gloria Michi made it so easy for me. Every Sunday they made it to church. We made it a point to sit together in the fellowship hall, and they would slowly introduce other senior citizens in the church, including Edie Chandi Appachan, Baby Appachan, Mama Amachi, Johnny Appachan, etc. Down the line, I came to realize that spending time with them on Sundays just once a week wasn't enough for me anymore. And that was when the millions of phone calls started. Every phone call was a different story. These phone calls lasted for hours, to the point I had to keep my phone on charge to even speak to them. It was mainly Gloria Michi who would speak to me on these calls because Monia Bachchan would always ditch us, telling us that he just needed to use the bathroom. But my silly Gloria Michi would always expose him, saying he would rather watch the elephants and the other animals on the TV. Gloria Michi would tell me the most interesting stories, my favorite being how they both first laid eyes on each other the day of their wedding, joking around that the two of them got lucky they found the right half. Gloria Michi and Monia Bachchan would always say goodbye to us on the phone, ending it with all sorts of kisses, her number one being, Karipatti Umma. I never talked about this with the two of you, but I hated whenever you both didn't show up to church, because I didn't have anybody to hang out with. I know it's selfish, but it was only because I began growing such strong feelings of care and love for the two of you, since you treated Ashu and I like we were your grandchildren, even going to the extent of telling everybody we were your grandchildren as well, despite not even being related by blood. Gloria Michi, it was always the little things when it came to you. Everything about you was just straight adorable, with your love for Kentucky Fried Chicken, your sweet mellifluous voice as you attempted to sing songs with us, and even how stubborn you would be at times whenever we got you dressed, just because you had such pulchritudinous style. It was the fact that you had such a sweet smile, always gracing your face, that people don't know or tend to realize that you were also a feisty little ball of fire, making us laugh with your savage ways. For example, she would always be sneaky and slick, asking me for extra sugar in her tea, despite knowing she wasn't supposed to have extra. All because she knew I couldn't resist that sweet smile and would eventually cave, giving her what she wanted. There are so many things about you that I'm going to miss with you gone. I will forever miss when we spent Thanksgiving together and you tried my broccoli salad, showering me with nothing but compliments and giving me nothing but praise. I will miss all the moments we visited you and we took photos or made videos to post on my Instagram. You and Moni Apachin were actually big hits on my Instagram. Everybody would ask for more videos and more photos of you two, and it was because of you my followers began increasing. When I released the news of your passing, many followers reached out saying they were really going to miss seeing photos and videos of you, giving us nothing but support, prayers, and love. I will forever miss the way you would always keep a roll of toilet paper on your little tray. Not because you had anything to clean, but because you simply liked ripping up toilet paper and flinging it here and there. Lastly, I will forever miss the moments you would beg us to stay when it was time for us to go, asking us to spend the night and have a sleepover. And I'm so sorry I never did. And I now wish I skipped school just to have more time to cuddle with you in bed. Growing up, we would always celebrate our birthdays and give it a lot of importance because it was the day that God brought us into the world to fulfill His will. Apapa and Amama didn't seem to care about their birthdays too much, and we noticed that was a trend amongst the senior citizens. We made sure that we showed up every year to celebrate your birthday with your favorite little buntinis that you loved because we wanted you to know how important your birth was to us. It was never a one-way street with Moni Apachin and Gloria Machi. This past year, they surprised Mama for her birthday with a cake, and without fail, they would always be one of the first to call all of us on our birthdays, delivering nothing but sweet wishes and blessings in our lives. The two of you really helped me understand the story of the woman and the 2 copper coins, because despite not having much to give, you would always find some way to give us everything you had, be it for our birthdays, Christmas, etc. When Mama had told me both you and Moni Apachin fell, I was very worried, but also not, because I knew how strong you were and that it wasn't your first rodeo. But I never thought you were nearing your end. I'm so sorry I couldn't make it to your unction, but I think it was for the best because I don't think I would be able to handle seeing you like that. Thank God for technology, because I was able to call Mama on FaceTime that day and see you. My heart bled and broke seeing you in that state, and I will forever be grateful and happy that you managed to bring out a small sound in an attempt to say my name, despite the amount of pain you were in. After that incident, I just felt so much worry for you, praying to God always that you would be okay. But God had different plans. The night you passed, I had gone to take a nap and had a nightmare about you and ended up calling Moni Apachin at 7:40 p.m. because I just wanted to pray and read the Bible together because I was scared. But Moni Apachin just expressed how weak you were. 9 minutes later, after that phone call, you passed. I'm so thankful to God that I got to be present in a way before you passed. And I want you to know that I love you so much. And I'm going to miss you so much because you were my everything, Ammachi. With every fiber in my being, I love you. I was literally going to come home the day of your birthday, March 5th, and surprise you with your favorite buntinis, but I never thought last year was the last time we were celebrating your birthday. I promise when I get to heaven, and I find your bright smile, I will give you the biggest hug and bring your favorite little buntinis to you. Moni Apachin, please don't be sad. I know this is the hardest on you because you lost the love of your life. But Ashu and I, along with our family, will forever be here to check up on you, take care of you, and be there for you. We will get through this together and meet Gloria Michi on the beautiful shores of heaven. Karipatti Umma Gloria Michi. We love you.